What's up, everyone? Welcome to Math with Cowboy J. I'm Cowboy J, doing math the fun and easy way. All right, let's get into it. Today is comparing fractions greater than, less than, equal to. And you'll see me put these initials at the top when I draw it. GT and LT, which stands for greater than, less than, or just the E by itself for equal. All right, let's get into the things we need to know. The arrow always points to the smaller number. Things to look for. If the fractions have matching numerators, look at the denominator. The smaller denominator, the smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction is. So 1/3, 1/5, they have matching numerators. Since 3 is smaller than 5, that means 1/3 is greater than 1/5. If the fractions have matching denominators, the larger numerator is the greater fraction. So 2/5, 3/5, matching denominators. 3 is larger, so 2/5 is less than 3/5. If the denominators do not match, cross multiply. The larger number on top is the greater fraction. And I'll give you an example of that because I didn't have enough space. If the numbers are the same, use the equal sign. So there we go. So we're going to do examples of all three. So I'm going to put it up here. So if the numerators have matching numerators, so let's say you got 3/4, right? And you have, matching numerator, you have 3/6. Since 4 is smaller than 6, that means that 3/4 is greater than 3/6. If you had 4/5 and 2/5, no, you change that to 1/5 and 2/5, where 2 is greater than 1, so that means that 1/5 is less than 2/5. If the fractions have matching denominators, 2/4 and 1/4. The larger the numerator, the larger the fraction. So 2/4 is greater than 1/4. Let's say we had 3/5 and we had 4/5. Since 4 is bigger than 3, that means that 3/5 is less than 4/5. Remember, the arrow always points to the smaller number. So here, 3/6, 3/4 is greater than, less than, less than. Now they have unlike denominators, so you got 1/2 and you have 3/5, you just cross multiply. And that gives you 5, and you cross multiply. That gives you 6. Well, 6 is bigger than 5, which means that the arrow's gonna point to the 5, which means that 1/2 is less than 3/5. So again, let's say you had 4/5, and over here you had 2/3. Again, cross multiply, that gives you 12. Cross multiply, that gives you 10. So 10 is more than 12, which means that 4/5 is greater than 2/3. And for the last one, I'll erase. Let me get a quick erase right quick. Let's say you had 1/2 and you had 3/6. Cross multiply, that gives you 6. Cross multiply, that gives you 6. Since both his numbers match, equal sign, which means that 1/2 and 3/6 are equal. Let's say you had 3/4 and you had 6/8. You cross multiply. 3 and 8 is 24. 6 and 4 is 24. So 24 is equal to 24, which means 3/4 is equal to 6/8. Boom. And that's how easy it is to compare fractions. I've been Cowboy J. Have a great day. Catch you on the next video. Peace.